AI is going to certainly be one of the topics that is explored in depth here at the conference. And I noticed on your conference call from the middle of April, after you reported very strong numbers at Goldman Sachs, you decided to spend a lot of time on it. It was right up there in the top of your initial remarks. You called it comes up in virtually every client conversation I have. You said artificial intelligence. Why did you choose to sort of spend so much time on AI in the Goldman call?
Well, I mentioned it, and if I mention anything on that call, it gets an amplification because it's something that our clients are talking actively about because the transformation in compute is accelerating at such a pace, and the implications on productivity and efficiency in business are going to be enormous. We've been using AI, David, and you and I have talked about this for 20 years in our business in some way, but what's changed now is the power of the compute that's available, the speed, and therefore your ability to apply it in different ways.
Right.
And so I think there's an enormous productivity opportunity. There are obviously efficiency opportunities. And also, if you think about the amount of capital that's going to be necessary to implement this, the amount of energy and power that's going to be necessary to implement it, this is something that people are going to have to think very strategically about, and that's something that Goldman Sachs helps our clients with. So it's a big opportunity.
There are enormous financing needs.
Financing needs, and that's Goldman Sachs.
Where do you think we are when it comes to those needs, whether it's building of the data centers or, to your point, the infrastructure to actually power them, which is becoming more and more of a crucial issue?
We're very early in that journey, candidly, and I think one of the things that businesses are thinking about, one of the things that governments are thinking about is where is a lot of that capacity going to be housed? When you think about certain data center capacity that we've used for certain things in the past, latency has been very important. But here it's not as clear latency is important. You need land, you need access to power, you need space, you actually need a regulatory environment that can be quite constructive to the implementation of all of this. And I think we're early in the journey. I think it's a global issue. And it's something we're focused on because our clients are focused on it. And I think we've got an ability to help them think through these issues and ultimately, help finance, this build out, which is going to be hugely important for business.
Enormous. I mean, those CapEx numbers from the hyperscalers are just mind-boggling, those numbers.
Incredible. Yeah.
Back to AI in your business, though, David. You talked about use cases that you're testing and implementing, focusing, as you just said, you used the two words, on productivity and efficiency. So when we talk about this larger sort of generative AI and what it may mean, it's not going to mean a reduction in jobs?
I think that the first focus for this, David, is just productivity. We are a knowledge organization. We're a professional services firm. We have an enormous number of smart, talented people all over the world. If you give them tools that allow them to expand their capacity to focus on things that are valuable for our clients, they can actually take on more. And it's a silly analogy, but think back to when we started. If I go back to when I started 40 years ago, it took 6 hours to do a common stock comparison. Now it takes an instant. It doesn't mean over that journey we've had less people focused on our clients. So productivity, the ability to take smart people, give them tools so they can do more quickly, help our clients think about things in different ways. That's where our focus lies on this at the moment. And of course, there are efficiency opportunities, and we focus on those too.
Right. And the testing, I mean, it's, again, early days here in terms of what you're seeing and how you're seeing it?
You have to test. You have regulatory structure. I mean, there's a lot of work to do. I'd say it's early. We have a lot of focus on it. We're putting resources toward it. But this is going to be a journey, and it's going to certainly, play out over the course of the next few years, just in terms of the acceleration of how on our platform we can create more productivity and more efficiency.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Goldman itself, obviously you're coming off of what was a very strong quarter. By the way, 25 years since the IPO. Congratulations.
25 years since the IPO Saturday.
Saturday, yes.
And I was reflecting on it. I mean, it's really, if you think back and you think about the journey, there's been some very big disruptive events. 9/11 changed our lives forever, the way we think about the world. The financial crisis, pandemic. In fact, we shut down the stimulus that comes out of that. But through it all, I'm super proud of the organization, our people. The organization stayed focused on our clients, growing our business, and we've accomplished a lot over the course of the last 25 years, and hopefully more to come.
And you, as I said, you had a very strong quarter. You did seem a little more positive in the overall environment than I'm accustomed to, because you are, you're a realist at least. You haven't been saying, hey, things are great, and you're not. But at the same time, you do seem to think we're going to see more M&A. I'm not seeing any signs of it. It's another Monday with really kind of a dearth of deals. We're going to see more capital markets activity. Okay, definitely some IPOs that have started to bubble up. What's giving you sort of a more positive tone, I guess?
Well, I was trying to amplify. If you really look back at the second half of 22 and the first half of 23, got a little better in the second half of 23. For investment banking activity, it was a 10-year low. Companies need to finance. Companies need to make strategic moves. The financial sponsor community, which is about 30 to 35% of investment banking, needs to transact in order to move their businesses forward. And we've seen a meaningful pickup in discussion, dialogue, and activity. Some capital markets activities now pulled through. M&A volumes haven't been depressed.
No.
There's no question that the regulatory environment, I think, is slowing some large cap M&A. But overall, activity levels are picking up. We've seen an improvement in resources we're deploying to transactions in the sponsor community. And so I just think it's getting better. It's off the bottom. In the call, I didn't sit here and say, we're going back to 2021.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But I did notice a more positive tone.
I think it's picking up. I think we see more activity, and our business is obviously very correlated to that activity.